I ended my 4-year relationship with the man that I thought would be my husband. Let's unpack. This is the most vulnerable and transparent I've ever been on this app, so y'all are gonna have to bear with me. But my hope is that this reaches and resonates with women that are maybe navigating similar situations and they can find strength and comfort from the words that I'm saying. And I wanna start off by saying that this relationship did not end because of infidelity, abuse, anything negative of the sort. I still have a lot of care and respect for this person, and I wish them all the best. It was a loving and healthy relationship for the most part. Just putting that out there. But let's do a little backstory. So we started dating in college. We were two very different people than we are now, and the relationship was good. We loved each other. He treated me well, and at the time I thought that that was all that mattered. Looking back now, we hadn't faced any real life, like any adversity together. It was kind of just happiness and vibes. And I will say that since then I've learned that love is not enough to want to build a life with somebody. If you would have told me that back then, I would have looked at you crazy. Fast forward, after college, post-grad is obviously a very transformative time in your life. I was in engineering, trying to navigate content creation, finding my purpose, etc., etc. And things were good. Like, we were actually talking about marriage and moving forward and trying to start a life together. At the very beginning of last year, we kind of had our whole little couples timeline together. And that's the funny thing about God. He will show you very quickly that those are your plans and not his. Earlier last year, we both ended up moving to Houston around the same time, which I was happy to end our long distance that we had been doing for the past few years. But I started to see and observe some traits and characteristics that didn't align with my standards at all, and that ultimately started to make him undesirable as a partner for the life that I envisioned for myself. I struggled for a long time with whether these things were situational and temporary, or if they were part of his character that was now being exposed. However, I loved him, so I chose to be patient, to support him, and to encourage him. And eventually, I just noticed that I didn't see effort, progress, or any type of forward movement. And when I tell you, we had so many conversations about what I needed in a partner and what I kind of expected, and vice versa. As women, I do think it's extremely important for us to clearly be expressing our needs and paying attention to that person's actions, not just the words that they're saying. So, like I said, we had plans. We had plans to be engaged by fall of last year, the fall that just passed, yeah. And given where he was, that just wasn't realistic. He knew it, I knew it, I expressed that, yeah. And I would start to hear things like, I know what you want, I know what you need, but just trust me, just trust me. And somebody could say they want something, say they want the same things as you even, but if there's no action behind it, those are just words. I began to feel like I was begging. I began to feel like I was begging for things that I would want my partner to already want for themselves, if that makes sense. And that's when I realized, like, love is important, but so is drive, ambition, effort, being proactive, all of these things. I desire somebody with the same willingness to grow as me, and unfortunately, I'm just not the type of woman that you can sit around with and get comfortable or just not be intentional about. It became inherently obvious from my perspective that there was no clear plan for us, and a man that does not have a plan for you is not your man. And I don't play about my future. I worked way too hard to let anybody sink the ship with both of us in it. Like, not happening. It was ultimately a matter of incompatibility and me just being like, if this is your best, that's fine, but it doesn't align with the standards that I have and that I seek. And I'm not going to continue to try to change somebody if they don't desire that change for themselves. That's just not fair. And I think I struggled because when someone's telling you that they're trying their best, you start to feel guilty for wanting more. You feel like because that's the best that they're offering, that's the best that you deserve. And those two things are completely separate. So, okay, you deserve somebody that accepts this level of effort, and I deserve somebody that meets my standards. No beef. And I'll also make it clear that this isn't something that I wanted. Like, I wanted this to work so badly. I did not want to walk away from this situation, but I had to ask myself, if this never changes, would I be okay with that? Would I be okay with the life that this trajectory is going in? And the answer was no. And I will always, always, always choose myself. I love you, but I love myself more. And as hard as it was to walk away, I don't have any regrets. And that's how I know I made the right decision. Was it sad? Hell yeah. Was it hard? Was I confused? All these things? Yes. Am I still healing? Absolutely. But I will take it day by day, and I promise you I will be okay. I cannot stress this enough. This is why it's so important to decenter men, even when you are in a relationship, because this person was a beautiful, beautiful addition to my life for the season and the time that he was, but he was never my entire life. And somebody should never be your entire life. I have passions, I have opportunities, I have friends and family that, oh my gosh, I would not have gotten through this without them. They've just been so supportive and loving, and I cannot be more appreciative. But yes, y'all, overall, I trust God. I trust the discernment that he gave me. I trust his plan for my life, and I trust my work ethic and the future that it's going to lead to. Please remember, always choose yourself. Time heals all, and you will be okay. Thanks for listening. Bye.